What's up, man? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? How y'all doing? You doing all right? I know I sure am. What's good with you, girl?
Suspected, namely, the Trump administration doesn't know what it's
Not
doing.
much going on here, man. Just dropping off some tires and stuff.
Consistent diplomacy.
I was gonna use the restroom here at the Discount Tire, but it's
Iran perceive that?
it's kind of busy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of busy.
Obviously, it's
Yep.
as
Chilling,
pointed out.
working. Other than that, not much, you know.
Voices. And this is not.
I thought I saw Pretty Boy Sensei on your live stream the other day.
Policy or Trump's foreign policy, because we see the same thing.
I think I did.
And
Is he still married and stuff?
we see it with other countries.
Pretty Boy Sensei.
Again,
Pretty Boy Sensei, Mr. Sensei. Yeah, word. I'm sorry I lost the signal there for a minute. I was gonna use the restroom here, but it's very busy, so I'm like, I'll just get on the road and use it somewhere else. Yep. One of those days.
regarding the tariffs that they've imposed on them. And of course, we also hear mixed messages when it comes to Ukraine. So it's hard to really figure out what's happening. But it's not a good sign. I agree completely. The Iranians are
What it do, baby?
around
Boom.
the deal. We almost had a deal 3 years ago when Dr. Boghri was negotiating in Vienna. I was there, as I was with also Dr. Zarif in 2015. We reached the final text, but ultimately Biden was unable to agree to it, even though the Europeans accepted that text. I think that tomorrow will probably give us a clearer indication of where the United States wants to go. Either they want to kick the can down the road for a few more weeks, or they're going to go back to what Witkoff was saying on Fox News. But if it's
I love that expression, kick the can down the road.
that's not a good sign.
That shit is hilarious.
We're not going to accept halting the enrichment of uranium. It's a sovereign right of Iran. Iran does not have a nuclear weapon
Yeah, I don't.
program either.
I'm getting onto the freeway. I don't think I can quite maneuver to the Burger King is right there. I mean, that was a good fare I got offered, but I can't quite. Come on, Trina. Come on, Trina. Let's get.
Ayatollah Khamenei, he said, I'm not optimistic, and so we shouldn't
Son of a
be
bitch.
optimistic or pessimistic. We shouldn't be too optimistic or too pessimistic. We should get on with
Yeah, I
business
should have
as
taken
usual, and that the
I would have had to
negotiators-
pull on the U-turn. Fuck.
I think, though, that
Yep, Little Caesars. Yep.
the
Pizza
son of
bag
King
is required. Do I have a
Minister
pizza
of Defense
bag?
to Tehran was an
Yeah, that's
important
just a lot of miles.
He was supposed to be here last week, but he had
Little
he was ill, so it was postponed.
Caesars.
No, so because
Little
of the interpretations
Caesars.
and
4.9 miles for $7.
That's
Fuck.
an important point.
It's too much. I mean, I'm not that desperate and shit.
But I think it does show that Saudi Arabia does wants to improve relations, and that there
How's
are
everybody
issues that Saudi Arabia
doing?
makes things more difficult for the United States.
We ain't about
If Saudi-Iranian relations improve. And I'm sure it's also a concern, the situation for Saudi Arabia, because if there's conflict in the region, then that could have a huge
We
impact
ain't
on
about
oil
to. Come
supplies,
on.
gas supplies. If the United States wants to Iran, I
We
think
don't care.
everything in the region will change. One thing, though, that I should remind you
I've been
is
sick
that
like a dog.
the U.S. strike on Iran
I've been sick like a
is not
dog.
simple. It's not something that can easily be carried out. If they do not use any of the bases in the region, they have to fly from Diego Garcia. And that is a complicated mission. It's far, the planes are very large, they need escorts. Those escorts will have problems getting close to Iran's borders, those aircraft carriers. And bombing strikes against Iran would have very limited impact. If the United States really wants to get into a fight with Iran, they have to bring in, I guess, 1.5 million soldiers. They'd have to mobilize their resources from across the world, the Pacific, Americas, Africa. Everything would have to be gathered here. I don't see that happening. And the world has changed. The rivals of the United States are much stronger today. The United States does not have the resources and the ability to spend such money at a time when the economy is not doing well, and I think the trade wars are also going to make it more difficult. So if the United States bombs Iran, that bombing campaign would not be like Iraq or anything like that, but Iran's response would be very severe because Iran has, I think, probably 300 or so underground missile bases, drone bases across the country, and
Come on. I say, come on.
bringing in new technology on a regular
say I would focus on, for us anyway, and for the situation in general, the fact that, as Doug McGregor said, when you invite clowns to town, all you have is a circus. That's the problem. We don't have a diplomatic instrument right now. We have a president who vacillates all over the board from hour to hour, and not just on Iran, but on Ukraine, which is becoming a much bigger problem, I think, even than Iran, unless we do, in fact, decide to bomb them. And I agree with the professor there that we're going to get our ass handed to us in good military language. So the problem is in Washington. And it's getting deeper every day. It's getting more profound domestically with regard to rights of Americans under our own Constitution. It's getting more profound with regard to what he's doing to the bureaucracy, even the aspects of the bureaucracy that, you know, I would stand up as a Republican and support 100%. He's firing heads of agencies. He's disrupting things. I found out yesterday he just got a hold of, Musk got a hold of, someone for Musk got a hold of the entire selective service system records. Now, what's he doing with that? You know, what the heck does he need that for? What's he going to do? One of the things he's going to find out is there's probably only about 60% of the 18 to 24-year-olds in America that are registered for the draft. So that ought to be a wake-up call, but it won't, because he won't even know what he's looking at. That's my deep concern right now. If I were the foreign minister of Iran, and I walked into that room, I understand they're going to be direct talks now, you know, translators, and I had the first words other than pleasantries, I would say, I understood what you said last week, but I've seen this. Which is the case? And if he said the latter is the case, I'd get up and leave. I wouldn't stay.
Well, there's something of that.
What up, Aloha? What it do, girl?
Yes.
That's a statement by Marco Rubio.
Your boy Sensei, is he still married and
But, you know,
shit?
if we can't solve this in the next few days, we're just going to walk away, thus demonstrating our irrelevance while having.
Gotta go use the bathroom. Bathroom. We ain't. What's up? I saw Sensei on your stream the other day. Didn't have much time to get there and chat it up. Not too bad, girl. Saw Sensei on there. Did you, is he still married and shit? I'm gonna. Oh, he's a husband? What? He a husband? Goddamn. Look at Sensei and shit. He a husband. What's up, girl? What it do? I'm looking all old and shit. Goddamn. I gotta mute you here. Yeah, you know, I was on the run. I really couldn't stop. I was really on the run. I couldn't really say much. Hey, listen, I gotta mute you here for a second. I gotta use the restroom real quick, okay? I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm looking all old and shit. You know? Just walking around the mall here. Walking around the mall and shit. Waiting on a fare. Not much other than that. Since he's a husband, I had no way. Well, I did kind of have an idea. Roy will be Roy told me about it, but you know. I was gonna take this pharmacy item, but it's a little far out. Say I take it here, it's 6 miles one way, and then technically I'll be losing money. I ain't trying to do that shit. I ain't trying to lose money. They got pretty girls when they're at the counter. Mercabel. Other than that, not much going on and shit. Just waiting on a fare and shit. See, I'm getting this off for 6 miles, $10. If it was $12, I would take it. Can't be taking that shit like that. Wasting money and shit. Yeah, I'm not trying to waste no money, girl. You can't be driving to be losing money like that, you know what I'm saying? Can't be losing money. Money, honey. Oh, they got a closed, yeah, girl, we got, what is it now? We're in April, May, June, July. We got a few more months and then we're moving to Bosnia, girl. We moving to Bosnia. You dig? We moving to Bosnia. Just a little ways to go, girl. God damn, it's slow today and shit. Very slow. What's up?
Hold on. Christianity.
No, I'm good, thanks. What the hell are you trying to get me there? You said it's about Christianity. That's cool, but I don't want it. Making me dizzy, girl. Oh, I'm sorry, Roxanne. What to do? They moving to Japan? Damn. What was I gonna say? Damn. What's up, Roxanne? What to do? Roxanne. What's going on, girl? He moving to Japan and stuff? Damn. Did he marry a Japanese girl? You were always walking and swinging your... Well, girl, I can't hold my phone. Like, even if I have a gimbal going on, not much you can do about it. I didn't know he was moving to Japan and stuff. For reals? For real, for real? Y'all stayed in touch, huh? Some dude was trying to give me something like, I don't know. I said, what's that? Oh, Christianity? I'm like, no thanks. Some kind of Bible thumper or something. I don't know. I don't know what's he trying to do. It's like you're giving me something. You're touching somebody's car. I'm pretty sure there's a touching somebody's property. I'm pretty sure there's a law about that. Shit. Goddamn, Keisha. What you mean he wants to move there? Like, don't you gotta have papers and shit? Means of living. Well, I guess he gets a pension. He gets the military pension, so I'm not even worried about Sensei. He be making money and shit. But like my situation is a bit different. I got different reasons. Like, first question I'm gonna ask. Switch to all messages. Am I not seeing stuff? Damn, my bad. Switch to all messages. Am I not? Fuck, top messages, all messages. Am I not seeing all the messages? God damn. My bad. My bad. My bad. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not seeing something. Kumusta kabigan? Kumusta kabigan? You know, guys, I'm getting over my sick. I was sick like a fucking dog. Home Depot, let's see. 6 pounds. Going down to close to Doubletree. 15 items. 15 items. Total weight is... What is this? What do you think, guys? What is it? 15 items, 12 inches max. Okay, let's see. How long is 12 inches? Is that too big? That's 30 centimeters. God damn. I don't think girls can handle. Look at me being all dirty and shit. 15 items, 1 pound. Heaviest item is 1 pound. Total weight is 6 pounds. Well, how is it fucking... Yeah, I can hear your voice. Well, why does it say 15 items, $10? I can almost take that. 5 miles. Home Depot. You guys think I should take that? I mean, what's the worst... excuse me. What's the worst thing that can happen? They got 15 items. Big deal. Yeah, let's take that, man. Can't be sitting around and picking and choosing here if... Beggars can't be choosers, right? Well, I'm not a beggar, but... Offer not selected. Fuck. Somebody else got it. Son of a beach. Well, that sucks ass. $12.9 miles, 2 orders, $16.39. Well, you could suck the D, that's too far. Can't be taking these trashy orders, guys. I know it feels like I'm just sitting in my car, but it's better to just sit around as opposed to making shitty ass orders. Rody didn't select me on that order from Home Depot, so we're just gonna have to wait. One of my buddies got fired from the airport.
I think he got a real dose, and I think that's happening across the country to a certain extent with a lot of these ripple out effects. People don't understand, for example, that of the million or so workers that are connected with or directly work for the DOD, many of them are out in the hustings. They're not in Washington.
It's all good, Roxanne. It's all good. We're gonna wait for the next order. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not particularly in a hurry. $29,000 views. I made $2.36, guys, on YouTube. Kabigan. Aloha Kabigan. Nanan Kabigan. Quack, quack, quack. I made $2, guys. It's pretty fucking miserable. I'm a failed YouTuber, guys.
And these people are being laid off, or they're worried about their jobs, and they're Republicans, and they're
Where would you move, Roxanne? Where would you move to, Roxanne? I'm trying to move down to Bosnia. Somebody said the other day I've been moving to Bosnia for 5 years. I think it was Vegas. But he's always a weird one. Why am I playing videos? My bad. It was something funny. There were big protests going on in Serbia, and this lady is riding a horse. This lady is riding a horse, and she's got a Serbian flag. It was just something funny. At any rate, how y'all doing, man? Mexico, Spain, Argentina. Argentina or Canada. God damn, they don't like Americans right now, Roxanne. I don't think you want to move up there, huh? Our 51st state, right? You want to move up to the 51st state, Roxanne? Or maybe Greenland being the 52nd state? Greenland. Lived in Spain and Argentina before for a very short time. For reals? Damn. Yeah, I'm trying to move down to Bosnia. I'm trying to keep it real, Roxanne. I'm trying to move down to Bosnia, Roxanne. You know what I'm saying, Roxanne? I appreciate you guys being here, man. I don't really get a whole lot of support nowadays, you know what I'm saying? For reals. 1 month in Argentina. For reals? That's what's up, Roxanne. You guys have TikTok? You guys should follow me on TikTok. I got a profile on there. It's called Animal Corner. Never been to Bosnia. Well, Roxanne, when I move there, you're going to have friends to visit, you know what I'm saying? No account? Just type in Animal Corner 032. So the @ Animal Corner 032, and you'll find me on there. I hope you guys are doing well, because I sure am not getting any orders, man. No hits. Okay, here we go. 4.3 Olive Garden, 204th Street. Man, this is all trash and shit. Ah, so pissed off, guys. So pissed off. See, if I was going to try to do gig work, like a seasonal type of thing, right? It's lunchtime. I should be getting better offers, but I'm really not. I don't know if I'm just being too picky or whatever. I'm not. I mean, I'm just not taking what's being offered. Like, I'm not tripping, but you know, I was thinking, what if I was to try to do this gig work seasonally, you know, meaning 2 to 3 months out of the year. So for example, say I work 2 months here, or 3 months, 2.5, 3 months, and then go back to Bosnia, live there for 4 or 5 months, and then come back. Ideally, I would come in spring and fall. I would come in spring for like April, May, June, like mid-June, and then when school is over, we have the summer slowdown, so I wouldn't want to be here during the summer. And then we would come in September, October, maybe a little bit of November. If I was gonna try to do that, I could do a ride share at the airport, but I would need to rent a vehicle. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I could do gig work, but it'll have to be full time, you know what I'm saying? But I've talked to gig workers at the airport too, and they're bitching and moaning and shit. They're not very happy. They have payments that are like high payments and stuff. I don't know. But I gotta do something. Yeah, you'd think I would get offers because of lunch, but I'm not really getting anything offered, man. It's pretty fucked up. I gotta go to a different zone, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just go home, man. Is it 420? Goddamn, it's 420. 420, Roxanne. Roxanne got 420 going on. So what do you think, Roxanne? What if I come here like April, May, work, then like 2 months on, 4 months off, 2 months on, 4 months off? Yeah, it is. That shit is funny. 2 months on, 4 months off. regardless, I gotta come in for at least a month out of a year. I gotta come here to the US at least a month out of a year. I mean, traveling, I don't know if traveling is necessarily a motivation, but money certainly is. I mean, gig work is what I know best. And to be quite honest, it's really what I enjoy doing. It'll be flexible. I could potentially try to get a job, you know, driving, doing something at the airport. If I get a job at the airport, I'll do it. You know? Excuse me. Excuse me, Roxanne. Pardon me. That came out of a. That came down the wrong pipe. Oh, Roxanne, you're such a troublemaker. It wouldn't really be about traveling, Roxanne. It would be just like, hey, let's come here. I mean, let's be realistic. Let's talk some realistic numbers. And I mean, this was during the pandemic. Let's talk some realistic numbers. Working 40 hours a week, I was able in my Seattle market, I was able to make between $750 and $850 a month. So let's say $800 a month times 4. That's $3,200, and that's only working. That was only working 40 hours a week, meaning you're 40 hours on, but technically your active time is just like between 20 and 25 hours. If I was to double that, I could make $6K a month. $6K a month times 2, minus $2,000 for the airfare. For the airfare, 12,000 minus 2,000 for the airfare, and I gotta fucking eat something, you know. I gotta eat something, right? I gotta be able, out of the 12K in 2 months, I gotta be able to eat something. I mean, let's say how much do I need? Right now I spend $1,000 on food a month. That's with the 5 of us. I wouldn't expect, but I would be eating out a lot more. So let's just say hypothetically, I spend $2,000, and this is in a span of 2 months. 12,000 minus 2,000 for an airfare, minus $2,000 for food. I would have free housing. What's up, Truthy? I would have free housing. That's $4,000. That's $8,000 left. $8,000 left. Let's see how much $8,000 is in Bosnian currency. I would have free food, free housing, USD to Bosnian marks. That's 13,765 local currency. Shit, we could live easily 4 months off of that money over there, like easily, like, and that's like if you're splurging. Yeah, it would be fucking worth it. It would be fucking worth it coming here, man. Goddamn. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll still be worth it, guys. To be left with 8,000 in 2 months, I think I can make that, Roxanne. Say I make 12,000, I spend 2,000 on an airfare. I mean, it'll be less, but 12,000, 2,000 on an airfare, 2,000 on food. I would have a free place to stay. I'll be left with about $8,000, which is pretty goddamn good, Roxanne. I could do that. I mean, I would have to work crazy, but I can make that kind of money. What happened, Truthy? You know? I would try to keep my expenses at a minimum. But I'll have a goddamn. Yeah, everything's so fucking expensive and shit. Oh shit. Sorry to hear that, Miss S. Oh, well, that's not bad. If that's the case, that's not bad. 3 items, 6 pounds. Heaviest item is 6 pounds. Extra large gig. $28. The longest item is 50 inches. 50 times 2.5 is 125 centimeters. 3 items. Large vehicle. I mean, what the fuck? It's 50 inches. I mean, nice. I got some soil for my wife. I got some soil for her and stuff. $92 3 bags. Can that last you a whole week? Nice. Can that last you a week, Miss S? So yeah, I was thinking if I can come here for 2 months, make $6K a month doing gig work, which can be easily done, in my humble opinion. That's $12,000 minus $2,000 for an airfare, but actually the airfare will be more like $1,000, and then $2,000 on food. I mean, I'll have some bills and shit, but I can easily be left with $8,000 that I can take with me back home. I think that'll be reasonable, guys. I think that'll be fine, guys. You know? I think that'll be still okay. But I mean, I can find some gig work and I can find some work while I'm there too, you know. If I manage that, then that might be all right. Yeah, I mean that's ideally like killing myself working a lot, but sure. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I mean, shit, all I got to do is put in the time, you know what I'm saying? Come for 2 months. If I make the 8K, great. If I don't, I don't. Big fucking deal. I'll still have my passive income coming in, you know what I mean? Yeah, at the beginning until maybe I get some steady work. I mean, I got to be able, I'll have some savings, but I don't want to deplete all my cash and then I'll be fucked, you know what I'm saying? Let's go maybe try to move around, go get a bagel at McDonald's or something. Fuck, I don't know. I can't can't sit still here and just wait on a blessing from DoorDash or whoever. That's what I'm thinking, Truthy. I can't quite, like at the beginning, I'll bring some money with me, you know, and I'll have steady flow of money coming in. I'm not going in without any income. We'll have steady income coming in, and I'm saying I'll have money coming in. That's not an issue. Like I'll have some passive income coming in, not some passive, like more than enough to live over there. And we have some rental income from Bosnia, or my parents do. We'll have like $600 worth of rental income coming in, and I'll have some passive income from Seattle as well. So I mean we can easily live, no issues at all. I mean, fuck, I may not even have to do that. Because you never know how it is with you know, you never know what can fucking happen. Excuse my language. You never know what can happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have savings, you know what I'm saying? Teriyaki time. I mean, this is just like 6.1 miles, $7.62. See, if I was just doing gig work and I didn't have, like, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would just take every single order. I would make that money. Oh, no worries. I was just saying I can't be depleting my savings like that. And you know, eventually the goal is I'll have a little chicken farm. I'll have a little chicken farm, but you got to put up a lot of money up front. And if I start a chicken farm right away, I don't want to start big. If I start big, I'm gonna lose all my cash and shit. I mean, if I go in, I got to go deep. You know what I'm saying? See, even this is far away, 5.9 miles. Kizuki Ramen Izakaya. This is like far out. Kizuki Ramen Izakaya. I mean, I could take this order, but like I said, I could do that, but ideally I mean, we're gonna build a farm regardless. But it'll be more like for personal consumption. I'll have chickens, I'll have meat, I'll have eggs, I'll have a couple of goats and for milk, and I'll have a couple of sheep just for meat, and maybe I'll raise a calf, and then so we'll have veal, you know. So that's all like for personal consumption, but I could potentially turn that into a business. I could turn it into a business, like instead of raising 50 chickens, I could raise 200. Like one single egg is half a dollar in Bosnia. One single egg is $50. So you do the math, you know. If you do the math, it's pretty damn good. 200 eggs today, or let's say 100 eggs, that's $50 a day. You know, it's pretty damn good.
No, breakfast. After that, breakfast. No, because you can actually out there.
Looks like they don't have the bagels anymore, and the breakfast is over. So I ended up getting just a medium fries and a medium coffee. I didn't wind up getting the bagel. It was just a regular plain bagel with butter or cream cheese, depending on what number do I have. I have $9.94. Make sure you guys donate. Buy me a coffee. I'm joking. Not now, but you guys can donate when I go to Bosnia. You guys can donate when I go to Bosnia.
$9.94.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Almost like that. Good to see you, man. So yeah, man, if I can make that kind of money, that'll be cool. See, yeah, it is going to be hard, but it is going to be hard. You know, Truthy, I'm thinking what the hell? Truthy, I'm only gonna do it if I absolutely need to, if I come to a point where I ran out of money. If I ran out of money, and then yeah, my parents, I have a house right next to my mom's house. It's right there. Like, we're separated, literally. Our houses are separated by like 10 feet apart. It's right, like literally right next to it, to our house. So it's You know, I gotta go pick up the, I actually, yes, my parents are moving together with us. Oh, her family? Her family is like 20 minutes drive from our house. Literally 20 to 30 minute drive. So, you know, they'll come visit, we'll go visit, you know. No, my parents are moving there too. My mom is moving, they're retired. Me and my dad will stay, I'll stay till the end of the year. My dad will probably stay till April of next year. Just because he because I think the federal government lets you earn up to 19,000 per 19,500, which will basically be the first 3 months of the year, three and a half months of next year. They cap you at 19,000, and after that, for every $2 you make, they'll tax you $1. So it's not really worth. So he's just gonna take your Social Security after that. To be quite honest, I think it'll be the best decision we could have made. And people always ask me why. It's a twofold answer. People ask me why. Well, you got a good life, you got a good paying job, and this and that. To be quite honest, I actually don't have a good paying job. Even with 80K that I'm making, it's actually not a good paying job. You know? Even with the good 80K that I'm making, it's not a good paying job. Because it's really not. Washington State legislature just gave themselves a 13% raise. And my fucking employer can't even give me a 1.5%. Yeah, I'm not even like relying on the goddamn pension anymore, you know? To the American houses or house. Like that we owned. Is that what you mean, Roxanne? The property that we own? Yeah, private sector sucks ass. Big time. Well, even the government, because you know I was a federale. See, I was a federale. My parents sold their house, and my house will be rented out. My house will be rented out. I already found a tenant. See, part of the reason why I want to come here and work for a month or two is as a I want to be able I need to be able to have taxable income. There's certain benefits that you get from the government, and it's all legal. There's certain benefits that you get from the government as long as you have $2,500 worth of taxable income. You can file your taxes, and you can still file your taxes. And what you don't get is you don't get the child tax credit, which is $2,000 a pop, because the kids will be living out of country, and you can't get a credit because your kids are living out of the country for more than 183 days. So obviously I can't get that. What I can get legally is I need to have $2,500 worth of taxable income in order to get other benefits, and it's perfectly legal. A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it, and I'll definitely want to take advantage of that. And I think the federal government, it used to be $117,000 of foreign income that you can report tax-free. I think they raised it up now. You can even report your foreign income if you have any. Like, they'll be okay with that. So I would want to continue filing my taxes here in the US. And if I have to pay in something, I pay in, you know, but I want to be able to do my taxes regularly each year. And obviously I need to let them know that, you know, we're no longer living here. But, you know, I want to be able to do my taxes on a regular basis. You know? Like, you see, you don't get the child tax credit, which is $2,000 a pop because you're living out of the country, but you get other benefits from the government, you know. Like I said, you need to have taxable income. You need to put in order to get something. You can't just, you know what I mean? You don't just get it just because of, you know, you got to put in taxable income, pay something to get something. You don't just get it just because, you know. And I'm being all honest. It's all like legal, nothing. I wouldn't play any kind of what is the yes, exactly. That's exactly the reason. I want to continue to contribute to Social Security. I want to continue putting into Social Security, even if it's like taxable income of $2,500. That's, you know, obviously I'll be below the scale, but even if it's putting $300 a year multiplied next 10 years, it's still putting money into Social Security. So, you know, and I can continue putting money into my 401k, Roth IRA. Like, even if I get something in return from the government, that'll go straight into Roth IRA, and I can continue building that. That'll be the goal, you know. If I get 4,800, I'll put 4,800 into my 401k, my Roth IRA. I already have my 40 credits. I already have my 40 credits, so I'm not worried about my Social Security. I already have that. I think it's like 10 years or 40 credits. I already have my Social Security. I'm not worried about that. I've already earned that. So I'm not worried about that. But I want to continue putting money into Social Security. And of course, getting a little bit of a, like I said, if I bring 8,000 with me, we can easily live 4 or 5 months out of that. It all depends on how successful I am in building a business there. No, because it's affected because I'm not putting in more money, but what I already have my Social Security. I just have to wait to get to age 62. It's not affected. I have to wait until I'm 62, but in order to get the benefits. But in the meantime, and I think my 401k, I have to wait till I'm 58. I think it was either 58 or 60. I think it's probably 58, and I can start drawing that, but I'm not gonna be without any funds. That's for sure. I'm definitely not gonna have no funds. You know what I mean? Get a cart. But I figured if I come here for 2 months, I can just work like crazy and get my money. Oh, that's a long time. Forget that. I would never wait that long. Fuck that shit. I could die till I'm 70. Shit. I'm picking up. I'm not shopping, but I'm picking up a roadie order from Home Depot. You see. I would love to be able to shop for it, but it's just an order I'm picking up. I'm not a big fan of shopping, to be quite honest. I'm really not. I'm not the biggest fan of shopping. I'll do it when I have to, but like I said, the biggest problem with shopping is a lot of times the items are missing.
Good. I like your
A lot of times the items are missing, and I wind up wasting time. And I'm not a big fan of just going around the store and missing items, and then customers change your tips and stuff. That's mainly the reason. Like if someone is making pasta and you don't get them the sauce, or you're missing an ingredient, they're not going to be happy, and you're gonna lose your tip. I've had that happen. So tasty. Yep, for sure. Another buddy of mine took me there. He actually retired. What time is it? 11:34. Yeah, he actually took me there once. Yeah, I don't do no substitution and see that's the biggest problem. So I prefer to just do pickups from. I prefer to do pickups from Walmart. I can do Walmart pickups all day long if I wanted to. Yeah, I don't order stuff. I allow subs, but usually the review them most of them aren't too crazy. Yeah, I mean it depends on what it is, right? It really does depend on what it is. Oh, they do? That's crazy. That's crazy. For real.
I believe our load is currently out. Do you have a loader? Or small one?
I'll get 80 to 90% of my groceries at Aldi. Never been disappointed yet. They have Aldi in Bosnia too. Aldi is pretty cheap.
Here you go. Try to find a loader.
No worries, man. We're not gonna make it any quicker. Doing roadie?
Yeah.
The pay is usually not good. You do airport too?
Yeah.
Is it busy?
Yes, I see. Sometimes not good. Sometimes like,
Yeah?
yeah, maybe slow.
Does it pick up in May when the cruise ship season comes?
That time,
Because I'm thinking of getting either a Prius or something. I don't know if it's worth it.
yeah, yes, baggage of it, you know.
Baggage?
Yeah, we can do something now.
No?
You are bigger price, more than two.
Do you drive customers at the airport?
Sometimes, yeah. Better.
Is it good?
Outside is better.
Better? Got a roadie pickup. You want the full one? 1.4. WN 1.4 26 26 78.
Is it just that one?
Yep. Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Come on, man. All right. Easy. So he's painting the So here's what the customer got. Yeah, I don't need to take the cart with me. I'll just... The guy says he picks up the items at the airport. He says if it's too heavy, he just, you know. Nice guy, some Ethiopian guy I was talking to. I mean, this is not easy money, but this sure is. I just got Coke and rum. Girls just want to have some fun. This is patching drywall stuff. He's painting something, I'm sure. The payout on this is pretty good. Nice. Yeah, the payout on this is pretty good. The guy was saying he picks up orders from the airport sometimes. He says unless it's like heavy and stuff. He says he sticks to roadie, but sometimes he drives customers. He says sometimes I do it together. Sometimes I pick up a customer and then I'll pick up the bag. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Ah, come on, Roxanne. Come on, Roxanne. Let it go. Let it go. Roxanne. All right, we got to go make that money, man. Shit. Let's go work that corner. Arrive by 12:20, you bloody bloke. So how you guys doing? You guys doing all right? You guys dizzy enough? Want me to make it more bouncy? You know, I always feel like people try to find reasons to buy a truck. They try to find a reason to buy a truck. Like you see this couple here. Come on. Oh, she's trying to make a left turn. Okay. Well, fucking A, you fucking cunt. You're making it convenient for yourself. I'm trying to squeeze by. Oh, come on, Roxanne. I mean, there's really no way I can just, you know. You see this Mercedes right there? I got one. ML 550. You're too funny. ML 550. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I don't get much support from my gig workers anymore. Which honestly, I don't know why, but it is what it is. Everybody ditched me and shit. Maybe because I'm not supportive of channels. I don't fucking know. I'm not sure. To be quite honest, I've been busy. I haven't really been going to people's channels, even though I should. It is what it is, man. Well, we got our coffee and we got our whatever roadie bullshit pickup. We got our coffee and we had our fries. See, I can't just have anything. I can't just have anything at McDonald's. Folks show blow. This is what it make cattle look trucks. You know, guys, I'm glad I'm feeling better. You know, when you get sick, I mean, the medical bills just fucking keep pouring in. I swear to God, I spent $200 at least on over-the-counter medications for me and my kids and shit. But then besides that, we had my daughter took some antibiotics that cost about $30. I bought some saline spray and some other bullshit. I mean, that was like $30-40. I mean, even though I have medical insurance, I gotta fucking pay for everything, man. I'm thinking, what am I spending $350 a month on? And I get nothing. Just might as well not have insurance at all, you know? I might as well not have it. Yes, I swear to God, I spent at least $200, not including the antibiotics that I just mentioned. That was like $40-50. And some ibuprofens and whatever, so let's just say $250. And then my deductible is my copay. I had like 2 or 3 copays of $15 each, and then besides the copays, yeah, we had 3 copays of $15 each, and then my deductible is $175. I gotta pay that shit, and then I'm waiting for the bill to come for my daughter too. So it's like, god damn it, guys. You know, do the math. 250, 45, let's just say $300. 2 times 175. Fucking A, fuck me. It's like, here, let's do it. $300 plus 175 plus 175. That's $650 fucking dollars. Getting sick is fucking costly. Big time. Why are you in my fucking lane, you fucking cunt? You're not driving a fucking semi-truck. For fuck's sakes. Stupid fucking dumbass. If you want to go left, turn your blinker on, you stupid ass. Pissing me off like that. You see? Fuck, man. She wants to go left. Turn your blinker on. I'll gladly let you in. I'm not... See, we got Maryland right there. I'm not some kind of... I don't have a... I'm not some kind of fucking wizard. Shit pisses me off. Well, see, the problem is when you're making a right turn, you're supposed to go in your first inner lane first, right? And she was trying to, I don't know what the hell she was trying to do. I didn't even honk. I think I honked. Yeah, I honked, but it's like when you're making a right turn, stay in your fucking lane. You're obviously going in too fast if you're merging onto the other side. And I've done it too, but I mean, I've never... You know, people are so confused, you know. It pisses me off, but it is what it is, you know. I can't do much about that. You know, I was just thinking I could probably do gig work in Bosnia. But the pay is pretty shitty. I could do gig work in Bosnia. The pay is pretty shitty. $1,000 driving, doing gig work over there. I would need to get a different car, but you know, I was just thinking. I found think of it as a Ford Transit. I found a van that I'm trying to get in Bosnia, which I think I'm gonna end up getting. I'm gonna get myself a van that I can work with. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a van that I can work with and transport and do, you know, I don't know, make money and shit. They're actually pretty good. It only costs about $7,000, which I think is pretty reasonable. Could do gig work with that. I could do gig work with this Caddy. It's basically like a Ford Transit. Órale, pinche cabrones, güey. So what do you guys think? If I do gig work in Bosnia, that might kind of save me the trouble from needing to come to the US. Another option is I could work in neighboring Croatia, drive Uber and local equivalent of their gig app. I could go and work every weekend, work 3 days a week. I could potentially do that. I could work 3 days a week, work like crazy and shit. That might be an option. What do you guys think? Instead of me needing to come here to the US, I could work over there. I could work in Croatia. It's only a 2-hour, 3-hour drive to Croatia. I could work every weekend, make some money. work long stretches, long hours, and then just come, like go leave early Friday morning, and then I'll work Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings. I could do that shit. That actually might not be a bad idea. Uber and Bolt are pretty darn good over there. Bolt is like a British company. It's equivalent of Uber. That might be a good option. I could work on the weekends, make 400 or 500 euros a weekend, which can easily be done. I've been following this Croatian guy, and that's all he does. He also rents out vehicles, but basically on a good night he can make, I don't know, after he can make $100 a night, maybe 150. Yeehaw, let's get her done. Coke and rum, girls just want to have some fun. Yeah. Let's go here in the right lane. Ah, shit. It is what it is. I got everybody. Everybody loves somebody. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe I can frickin' get this van, huh? Excuse me. If I was to get this van, the only thing is, can that van be used for transporting people legally? Like if I was to get a taxi license, can I transport people legally? Show blue, this is what I make. Cadillac, truck, boat. Oh, show blue, this is what I make. Cadillac, truck, boat. Oh, show blue. I se pomoli, evozore. Hey, George of Dani, I need some. There's a speed limit, you fucking cunt. Don't be honking at me and shit, dumbass. I'm driving the speed limit. If you don't like it, we're gonna call the cops on your ass. Yep. If you keep on honking on me, I'm gonna call the cops on your ass. Speed limit is 25. I'm driving 30. You honk at me one more time, I'ma pull over, call the cops on your ass. You know I don't fuck around. Hey, listen, I know Easter, it's Easter weekend. The Orthodox, is it a Christian Easter overall this weekend? Because I know Orthodox Christians are celebrating it, but I don't know about Catholics. I'm curious if overall Easter is this weekend or if it's just man, I'll be afraid to fucking ride on a... No, I'm not FBI. I don't see the need for someone to honk at me because it's... I mean, I'm driving the speed limit, actually even 5 over. If you don't like it, go around. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. Shit. I sure don't. God damn. Fucking stupid cunt. You fucking stupid cunt. What the fuck you trying to do? It's a fucking school zone and this fucking bitch is trying to speed. I swear to fucking God. Swear to fucking God. She's trying to go around me. The kids are walking on the sidewalk. She's trying to pass me on a fucking shoulder, and the kids are going across the kids are trying to cross the fucking pissing me off and shit. I just pulled over, you fucking cunt. You wanna go? You go. What's the fucking rush? Well, no, Roxanne, she was behind me. And I was just staying in my lane, and the kids on my right side are walking on the sidewalk, and the dumbass is trying to pass me on the right side on the shoulder. She almost hit the fucking kids. So I got fed up and I just pulled over. Are you in a hurry? You fucking go. I'm not gonna deal with your ass no more. You see, she's not even in front of me anywhere, but she could have easily hit a fucking kid. It's a day that Jesus was crucified. See, there's that fucking cunt right there. You need to be careful, especially like school zones, and you know, I don't mess around with that shit. Just because poor planning on someone's part, it has nothing to do with me. You know, I've been late, and if I was late, I own up to it. You know, if I was ever late, I would own up to it. I just hate stupid people. Oh my God, see, I gotta be at home. I should have been at home at 12:30, but I wasn't. Excuse me. Do you have a lot invested in 401k? I don't do much. All of my investments are mutual funds. I don't do like oh, I missed the fucking, hold on. All of mine are mutual funds. Did I miss a turn? I don't know how much higher I can. Shit, is this the house? I don't fucking know. Ah, son of a gun. 3222222. 3225. Oh fuck, he must be up there. Gonna have to turn around somewhere. Nice. I'll be right back. You worked at a grocery store, Roxanne? I didn't know. I didn't know you worked at a grocery store, Roxanne. Yeah, I get you. I gotta be careful here. This is a big, wide turn. I need to be careful. Long time ago, huh? That's what's up, Roxanne.